Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be the recognition of the World Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Day, which is today, June 1st, 2022. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So, a year ago, I created this video on the exact same day, June 1st, 2021. I'm doing it again because this is exactly the message that needs to be presented on this day. It's a message of awareness of the narcissistic abusive cycle and that this does affect so many people on this planet. Most people that have experienced narcissistic abuse while they are experiencing it do not even understand what they're going through. They have no idea because they don't have the education. What they do know is an individual who could be a spouse, could be a friend, a coworker, a boss, a neighbor, a clergyman. It could be anybody, but this person is not treating them properly. And actually, as the relationship develops and moves forward, this person is treating them worse and worse. This, in a nutshell, has the potential to be narcissistic abuse. I'm not saying that everyone that's mistreated is experiencing narcissistic abuse, but if you're watching this video, I'm certain this resonates with you. Narcissistic abuse is a silent abuse. It's an abuse that is insidious, that many times is behind closed doors. Example, you have a boss, and the boss is texting you on your non-working hours, maybe on the weekend, and hounding you, asking you to do ridiculous reports or accounting or projects on the weekend on your time when they know that this is nothing but to keep you busy. That's the purpose of it. Why do they do this? Because they're trying to manipulate you and ruin you and control you. That is a prime example of a narcissistic relationship in the workplace. Doesn't mean everybody's like that, but I have experienced it numerous times, and that is one way a narcissist will try to get under your skin and ruin your existence virtually when you're in the office and when you're out of the office. But narcissistic abuse, it happens everywhere. It happens insidiously. Many people don't even understand what it is, which is exactly why this day, June 1st, is a day of recognition, a day of awakening, a day of awareness, a day to share your knowledge, your insight, and take action. If not now, when? Understand that narcissistic abuse, many people don't understand what it is in general. It's not until they find my channel and many others, and again, thank you very much for being here, that they get their first light bulb moment and they're like, oh my goodness, this happened to me. I can't believe it. You mean I'm not alone? I'm not the one who's going crazy? I'm not the one I'm not the only one on the planet that feels this way? These are, as I call them, light bulb moments. They're moments of recognition. They're moments when you understand that you are not dealing with this alone. Yes, maybe let's say hypothetically, you're in a relationship with a narcissist, and yes, you are living with them in this moment, but through my channel and many others, you understand that you aren't alone, which is exactly why you get educated and you become empowered, and then you find a way to end that toxic relationship or remove that person from your life in the workplace, lover, whomever it is. Narcissistic abuse is something that is coming to the forefront. Just as I mentioned over a year and 3 months ago, I believe, that I will do my part to raise as much awareness for this each and every day and to contribute to the community, to the world, to give back to people that don't even know what's going on. And I've done just that. I will continue to do so each and every day. That's my moonshot, that's my mission, that's my calling. Having said all of these things, it's not until you actually get you Google or you watch a YouTube video and you type in the browser or the search engine something like abusive relationship, person won't talk to me, rage fit, silence, things like that. When you type in those kind of keywords, then all of a sudden a plethora of information, of knowledge, of wisdom arises on your browser. And you click a button and you see a video or you read something and you're like, oh my goodness, like what is this? That's when things change for you. That's when you actually understand that this person who claimed to have loved you or claimed to have your best interest at heart any way possible is nothing but a parasite, a taker, a user, a manipulator, someone who has coerced their way or wormed their way into your existence to try to decimate you and to take all of your beautiful attributes and your beautiful possessions. That is what a narcissist does. It's kind of like something, the relationship in the beginning of a narcissistic relationship, most times, unless you're born into a family like that, it's really, it takes you by surprise because this person perhaps is smothering you with attention, affection, adoration, and they believe that you're the best thing, the next best thing since sliced bread. Over time, you realize that, wow, all this fawning over me and all this attention, adoration, it kind of fades away because the euphoric stage of the relationship has dissipated. Enter now the devaluation stage. This is when the narcissist knows that you're hooked, or you are in a position of isolation, of confusion, or as I call it, the fog. That is when you are working as hard as you possibly can for the narcissist and or for the relationship, hoping to get back to that euphoric stage. It will never happen. The narcissist knows this, and while they have you in the fog, basically working for them and the relationship, they certainly are out getting other sources of supply to replace you. You just don't know when. That's exactly how this thing works. After the devaluation stage comes the discard. Many times the narcissist will discard you out of the blue. Just randomly, they're gone. They disappear and you're left bewildered. This is one of the most difficult experiences to go through. The reason why is because you're not prepared for someone who claimed that they loved you or claimed that they had your best interest at heart to just disappear. Remember, in a healthy relationship, when it ends, two people usually sit down, have a cup of coffee, and discuss the ending of the relationship. They are accountable for their part in the relationship, and they take accountability. That's what they do. They part ways and say, good luck, let's keep in touch, or let's not, but it was beautiful, thank you. That's what a healthy relationship, that's how a healthy relationship ends. It doesn't end in a narcissistic relationship. The way it ends is with a thud, a crash, a boom, a life-changing thing for you, life-changing experience for you, something you will never forget. Because the moment you are discarded, if this did happen to you, and I'm not trying to trigger you, but if it did happen, your life is officially turned upside down. You don't know in from out. You don't know left from right. You don't know anything because you are now in the fog, and you are now certainly isolated because you can't wrap your head around what narcissism is, and that this person who you became attached to, however, that person was certainly not in love with you or attached to you, they've disappeared. And it's at this moment when you are discarded that you want and you're searching for answers and you need closure. The narcissist will never give you closure. They want your head spinning. They want you pining for them. They want you thinking about them. They want you ruminating about them. What they want is they want you suffering in isolation, and they don't and won't give you closure. The one person you believe that can help you out is the narcissist, and that's the one person you most likely try to contact because they're the person that has your answers. They don't. They never have and they never will. Now, having said that, throughout the healing path, when you're discarded, it takes time, an awful lot of time. I speak with many people that it has taken years to heal from this toxic relationship, and I understand completely. Some people heal quicker than others, but the point is we all are on the healing path moving forward, just taking different footsteps headed in the same direction. Narcissistic abuse is something unlike anything you've ever heard about, and until you experience it, you actually can't wrap your head around it. Many people can read books and watch videos and talk with other people, but sincerely, if you haven't experienced it firsthand and come through the fire on the other end and risen like a phoenix and been reborn essentially, perhaps even experiencing the dark night of the soul, if you haven't done that, you really can't wrap your head around narcissistic abuse, and that's not your fault. It's actually a good thing. I don't wish narcissistic abuse to fall upon anybody, not for one more moment on this planet. I really, sincerely don't want anyone to ever go through this. It will test you. It will push you to the limits. It will test your fortitude, your strength, your endurance, your will to live. It will test you to the brink unlike anything you've ever experienced. Now, when you do the hard work and the dedication, and you practice radical acceptance, and you understand that exactly the narcissistic relationship was toxic, that you were just in the trauma bond, and that you were perhaps codependent or a people pleaser or a yes person, and you became an extension of this person called the narcissist, that's when things get better, when you actually recognize this and you can separate yourself from the narcissist. The path, the healing path, it requires in time to go no contact, block, delete, remove flying monkeys and anybody associated with the narcissist. You will find out when you are discarded soon after that there is a thing called the smear campaign that has been underway against you, virtually headed by the narcissist. This will really try you. It will test you. It will test every friendship and relationship you have with the narcissist in common, and many that you don't have in common, because they will be forced to pick a side. And because the narcissist is so skilled at the smear campaign, you will lose many friends and loved ones and relationships you've built up over the years. However, as difficult as this is, If the friends aren't there to support you, or the family members, or whomever, that means they actually never were on your side at all. And if you really can digest that, it will send a sound message to you to understand that this is actually a good thing. While you're experiencing the smear campaign, it certainly isn't a good thing. But when you understand at the end, after you come through the fire, that these people, we need to let them go anyway. That's when you're healed or healing. The idea of coming through the fire is to reach the pinnacle of indifference, the mountaintop of indifference, when you don't care about anything about the narcissistic relationship, the narcissist, or anybody ever associated with them during that period of time. That's a good thing. That's what you want to achieve. And my hope is if you've done this, come through the fire, and you're moving forward each and every day, learning, growing, teaching if you can, that you're making this planet a much better place. So guys, before I close the video, I want to give you all a virtual hug, each and every one of you from all over the world, to let you know that my heart goes out to you. I'm certain you have experienced narcissistic abuse, maybe more than once. For those of you who have not experienced narcissistic abuse, but you're watching this video to get educated, to become educated, that's a beautiful thing. No matter who you are, if you made it this far in the video, please share this with somebody, enlighten somebody, help somebody out, educate somebody, and pay it forward. That's what you're supposed to do on this planet. You're supposed to do the exact opposite of what a narcissist would do, which is this. A narcissist is a taker. That's what they do. They jump from person to person, relationship to relationship, just decimating, blowing up marriages, friendships, relationships with neighbors, family members, anybody. It's what they do. It's their nature. We aren't like that. We build, we create, we grow, we move forward, we heal, and we become stronger. So guys, today on this special day, I sincerely hope you take a moment to pause, reflect on all the beautiful things that you have going for you in your life. If you're experiencing difficult times right now, again, virtual hug to you. It will get better. Just understand that you are the priority, you have the control, and you are amazing and beautiful. Guys, I hope you liked the video. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay blessed. Stay true. Continue to spread awareness about narcissistic abuse if you can. Make your day a better day. Take action and do things that improve your life and those loved ones around you. If not now, when? I'm sending you a big hug and letting you know that I love you. God bless you. You are not alone. I love you. Goodbye.